Hi everyone, welcome to the Shobitam Trunkshow. I am your host Aparna and I'm super excited about the collection that's right before me. We have a fresh batch of our Banarsi Katan silk saris, the contrast border ones which are our most popular collection. We also have a fresh batch of some very unique designs. They have a lot of geometry, abstract designs, all in zari, kadwa weave. And then we have beautiful printed saris like what I'm wearing. This is pure Kanjivaram silk with digital print. Look at this, very novel. And we have this. We also have gadwals. We have a fresh batch of our Mysore silk brocades in a very unique pattern, very fancy pattern. And then we have our Jaipuri Gota Patti work saris, and then our gadwals and Kanjivarams as usual. And a few pen kalamkaris too. So it's going to be a mixed bag, mostly our Kanjivarams, our Banarsis and our printed silks. So on that note, let's get started. Rakhi is round the corner. From fighting about who has control over the remote to who is your parent's pet, siblings are, no matter how much we fight, how much rivalry there is, we know that we have each other's back. And that's what Rakhi is all about, the support that we show for our siblings. And we are celebrating Rakhi. And then the code, the special code that we're going to use for this particular trunk show and the sale is Rakhi. So let's get straight on to our Banarsis. So when I say our contrast border Banarsis, these are the saris that I'm talking about. Look at this. Banaras is all about colors, all about its silk, all about the zari detailing. And that's what these saris are all about. We're going to start with our brocades and then slowly get to the other ones. Let's open with this stunning sari. This exact design was worn by Neeta Ambani, and that's why this design got really, really popular. Take a look at this. It's an all floral design sari in pure Katan silk with meenakari florals all over. The base is black. Look at the zari work. The sari just came fresh off the loom, which is why the blouse piece has not been cut. And this very beautiful sari drapes like this. Look at the colors. Even though there are so many colors from pinks to your teals to your pistas and silver, they're all blending in very, very beautifully. So here is your first sari, the pallu, and it comes in a gorgeous black. Now every sari that I'm showcasing to you today is on the special page called shobitam.com/live, and the link is being posted on Facebook. So if you click on the link, you'll see all the details from pictures to the prices in your currency, other details and so on. And then on Instagram, we're actually posting the code of the product because it doesn't support links. Now here is the next sari, a bottle green. And take a look at this. Pure Katan silk, these are all handloom saris. And this is your, look at the weave. It's a geometric weave and a deep bottle green with these very novel geometric zari buta design, and this is the pallu. So very novel, very unique. It's got the best of your classic and contemporary in one. So here is your next sari, and the blouse piece. When it comes to your Banarsis, unlike your Kanjivarams, they're traditionally woven with the zari border on one side. And this particular sari actually comes with a zari brocade. So a plain sari with this beautiful geometric detailing panel along the lower side and a stunning zari blouse piece. And all these saris, for those of you who are not familiar with Shobitam, will be ready with fall piku and tassels before they are shipped out. So you have a sari that's absolutely ready to wear. Now if you want blouse stitching from us, we can do that for you. Any pattern, so many of you get very, very creative with patterns. We have our own blouse vault page which has so many of our popular designs. But like I said, so many of you are creative, you bring your own designs, we can do that. If you want handwork for your blouses, we can do that. So this is a handwork blouse done in-house. It matches with the black Kemp finish necklace that I'm wearing. So if you have any of those customizations, want to see something, we have in-house karigars who can make those dreams a reality for you. Moving on, take a look at this. This design is super popular. I personally have a garnet color in this. This one is a chocolate brown sari, and look at the elongated Sona Rupa motifs. Now the sari just came in. Now what will happen is we'll actually get the scallops done exactly along the outline. So when you wear it, you have these scallops beautifully around your neckline, and look at the gorgeous border on the lower side. This is all Kadua weave, gold Sona Rupa zari with meenakari detailing. So beautiful chocolate brown sari with your Kadua weave, and looks very gorgeous. And I know it because, like I said, I have one myself. Mine is garnet, this is chocolate. So here's your next sari. The link is being posted. Moving on, the next one is a Persian design jangla. Look at this. Very beautiful sari with your arches, and look at the lovely colors that have come together, each with its own unique design inside the box. Look at this, beautiful grids. And it looks very heavy, but it's actually not so. It's actually very easy to drape, and look at how stunning this sari looks. A gorgeous red, gold and Banarsis go so well together. So here is your next sari. Colors are in, and here is the next sari. Same concept, same pattern, but this is shades of lilac and purple. The other one was red. This is the primary color of a deep aubergine. So beautiful sari, look at this. And like I said, you know, it flows so easily, it doesn't look, it is not as heavy as it looks. So here is your next sari. Beautiful Banarsi, lovely colors, play of colors, and stunning zari detailing. So here is your next sari. The Ganga Ghat is always very popular, and a sari with the same concept just elevates the whole concept. So here is the sari, a Banarsi sari with the Ganga Ghat pallu and border. Sorry, the pallu is a plain one, a beautiful Ganga Ghat border, and this is a short pink color, pink with a tinge of red. So it's a nice dual tone, and look at how nicely the zari is along the lower side border. So beautiful sari, you can keep it open or you can do a pleated pallu. Looks gorgeous both ways. So very beautiful sari, would look excellent with a contrasting blouse piece. Looks very pretty with what it comes with as well. So here is your next sari with your Ganga Ghat theme. Next one is a brown, and this is what I'm talking about. A lovely concept because the top third is actually plain. Beautiful borders, thin borders that frame the sari. A lovely Jangla Kadua panel here in the center, and then buttas below. So let's see what the sari looks like when it is draped. This is the pallu, and this is the blouse piece, and look at how pretty this sari is. Very pretty sari. Adds a lot of element and character, and it looks like this. The pallu is like this. Very gorgeous sari. So here is the next one. I actually love the color. It's not your usual brown. It's a very nice brown, green, army green kind of a dual tone. A very different color, a muted color this time. Take a look at this. This is like your biscuit shade, and beautiful geometric weave buttas all over along the lower side and the pallu, and this sari drapes like this. So very muted, very contemporary. This is for understated elegance. So here is your next sari. A black this time. Look at this. And same concept, there's a beautiful contrasting panel in the center, a deep maroon, black, And look at the meenakari buttas in your silver, blue, and the sari drapes like this. This is the pallu, and it would go like this. So here is your next sari. All right, some brocades, and look at this beautiful kesari color, very, very gorgeous sari, and it's also called gajri pink. And look at the brocade design. It's a new design. It's like your coins and then your florals, and then this sari drapes like this. Very, very gorgeous sari. Dual tones have a beautiful mystic element to it. And like I said, these brocades, even though they look heavy, they're not, and that's the beauty of it. So I'm actually wearing it over one layer, and this is a very, very beautiful sari. So very gorgeous. Take a close look again, and the sari drapes like this. I'm going to show you 3 more brocades, very similar color combinations. This one very similar, but it's a more muted color. Look at this. Look at how the dual tones are, and then the zari work. Look at this. So there is actually zari work from one end to the other. It's a very beautiful shade. Take a look. It's pink and gold. So a lovely dual tone of pink and gold. All Shobitam saris are ready to wear with fall piku done. Look at this. And all our silk saris are ready to wear with tassels. So, and if you're wondering what the tassels look like, these are the tassels that I'm talking about. So a silk sari is absolutely incomplete without these tassels. And that's why we have them. And this sari drapes like this. I think it looks very, very, very pretty, very elegant, and very majestic. So here is your next sari. A lighter shade. So we're going down a few shades. It's like a frosty rose pink color, and look at the zari pallu. I'm going to show you the zari design. It's a brocade geometric design with horizontal stripes, and this sari drapes like this. So very gorgeous color, very pretty pink, and a lovely mustard selvage. But look at how regal the sari looks. And here is the sari, the pallu and the body. And all these saris come with plain blouse pieces with zari border on one side. So this would be the blouse piece for the sari with the zari border. And this was the previous one. Look at the gorgeous, gorgeous colors. A white, actually an ivory, look at this. And this one has a very interesting brocade. It's got these beautiful dots, all in different patterns. So you see dots with little weave type design, and then you have this. So each one has its own texture. And this is the pallu. And this beautiful sari, very elegant sari, drapes like this. So here is the next sari. I think it looks very nice. Would look good in the for a morning event. It would look good for an evening event. What do you think? So here is your next sari. And I'm going to show you the blouse piece. This is the blouse piece. Okay, so a mushroom silk this time, and mushroom is known for its very, very silky, satiny texture. It feels very luxurious to the touch, and it's got these nice buttas. Look at the pallu, the zari work is really standing out, and this very gorgeous sari drapes like this. So here is your next sari. And here is the pallu. And like I said, this is your Banarsi blouse piece with the zari border on one side. So here it is. Now, for those of you who are joining late, a very, very warm welcome. This is Aparna, and we have a very special, Rakhi special Trunkshow. And we are showcasing Banarsis, printed silks, kalamkaris, handwork saris, gadwas, Mysore silks, and more today. So we're going to get on to our contrast border saris, which are very, very popular. Here is a lovely rose color. Look at the dual tone. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So a gorgeous pink and mustard, and it comes with a teal border. Look at the teal color. And that's not all. It's got this nice meenakari detailing on the pallu, on the border. Look at this. Lovely borders. Meenakari pallu again, and this very, very pretty sari drapes like this. Now all these contrast border saris that I'm showcasing will have the buttas more densely on the top, and then they are a little bit spread out when it comes to the pleats area, which is perfect. And then the blouse piece is always the contrasting color with the zari border. So here is your very first sari. I think it looks very, very, very pretty. And this is the pallu. So here is a sari, this is the pallu. A yellow this time, and it's a very lovely shade of yellow. It's like a moss yellow color. And what I really love is this rose design. And the rose design is actually on both sides. The sari is very lightweight, and it's a kadwa weave sari. And the sari drapes like this. So very, very beautiful sari here. A very vibrant sari, and it's a color that would go very well in all seasons. So very beautiful sari, perfect for your haldi and other ceremonies. A very different blue this time, a royal blue. Look at this royal blue sari. What really stands out is the baluchari design. So this buttas that you see in meenakari and this very stunning pallu is a baluchari design, and Baluchar is a place in Bengal where these, where the sari is inspired from. And look at this beautiful drape. Looks very pretty, very vibrant, and look at the very, very gorgeous pallu. So here is your next sari. A pretty shade of lagoon, so like a blue-green color, and teal borders, and very similar meenakari detailing. Very pleasant color. Look at this. Look at the meenakari work. Look at the silk. I mean, this is pure silk, and art silk cannot come close to what pure silk offers. So here is the sari, beautiful meenakari detailing, and this sari drapes like this. So here is the sari, these are the borders, and here is the pallu. So off-white this time, and the border color is a beautiful blue again with meenakari detailing. It's actually an off-white with a slight tinge of green. Let me show this closely. Take a look. So very pretty color, and this sari drapes like this. Very graceful. Look at the butta work. They're small, very close to each other. Look at the borders, and a very stunning pallu. And like I said, this is the blouse piece. So very, very beautiful sari, borders, and pallu. Same design, a different color combination, this time with a mustard. Take a look at this. So this is the sari, and I'm just going to show you what this color looks like. I think it looks heavenly, and this is the combination. So here is the next one. I'm going to show you two checks this time, and one is a vibrant yellow and orange. Look at this. And this sari drapes like this. And checks are timeless. They've always been there. Look at this. So here is the sari, and here is the pallu. A red and white, and I personally love red and white. So take a look at this. A very, very gorgeous one. I've worn a red and white Banarsi, and I know how pretty it is. So here is a red and white Banarsi check sari with zari detailing, and here is the pallu. I'm going to show you two Kora silks or your organzas. Take a look at this. Oh, look at this. You know what makes it really stand out is the warp and weft are two very, very gorgeous shades. One is a darker shade, the other is a lighter shade, and they both blend very nicely. And this very pretty sari, it's really wispy. This is the zari work, and if you're looking for something that's very fairy tale like, look at this. Look at the colors, look at the texture, look at the drape, and very pretty. Of course, I'm wearing something underneath, so you see the color of that, but otherwise it's a very, very gorgeous sari. And here is the pallu, and look at the tassels. So a lot of people ask if organzas will bulk you. No. Synthetic organzas can, but the pure ones don't. They have a very gorgeous texture. So here is your next sari. Along the same lines, I'm going to show you a brown, a chocolate brown. Look at this chocolate brown with your leheria. This is the pallu, and this sari drapes like this. Very beautiful color. I think it looks very pretty. And you know what's the best thing about this sari? It's a half and half. So the top is this jungla creeper design, and the bottom part, which is the pleats area, has these buttas. And look at how beautifully the sari pleats. And here is the next sari. So a gorgeous color. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more Meenakari sari. Typically a jal is interconnected. This one has booties, and it's a lovely plum color and beautiful Meenakari work on the body and border. Very gorgeous. Now this is what a Banarsi really is. And look at the design on the anchal, Meenakari work, and I really love these. It actually looks like tassels hanging. So here is your next sari. Hand brush dyed Georgette sari, and we have a few. I'm going to show you one. Look at this blue, and it's a royal blue color. Now all the colors that you see on the sari, they're actually painted on the sari. They're hand painted on the sari, on the zari. And look at the pallu and this very gorgeous sari, which has a very nice flow. People love Georgette all over the world. So here is your next sari, very, very gorgeous pallu. Take a look. So very beautiful pallu, and the sari drapes like this. Now a lot of people think Banarsis are a type of silk. No, they're not. Banaras is just a place, and a Banarsi sari is basically the place where if a sari is born in Banaras, it's a Banarsi sari. So it just takes the name of the place where it is woven. And these are two semi-silk saris that I'm going to showcase. This is a jal design in a lovely shade of grey. Look at this. Very beautiful shade of grey. And again, this one is hand brush dyed. Look at this. Hand brush dyed sari. And this is your mushroom, semi-mushroom silk. This is the pallu. This is the blouse piece, and this sari drapes like this. So here is your very beautiful sari. I mean, I love silver, and this is a beautiful shade of grey silver. And take a look. Something very different, a rankart style. And here is the sari. Look at this. And here is the pallu with your arches, and the sari drapes like this. Pista green, we have many colors. I'm just going to show you three different ones. So you have a flavor. The first one was like a jal design. This is a booty, and the previous one was like a rankart design. So here is the sari in a lovely pista green shade. Now we're going to move on to our brocade Mysore silks. They're all the same design, but very, very gorgeous colors. So hold on. And we also have stunning jewelry like what I'm wearing. This is your black finish Kemp design jewelry. We've restocked our favorites and we have some very new designs as well. Look at this. So we're going to get to that after our sari. So stay tuned. Now, these are the Mysore silk saris that I was talking about. Look at them. Beautiful combinations, antique zari, and look at this. Very, very gorgeous skirt border. Here is the first sari. Tassels. 2 colors. So there's red, there's pink, and there's navy blue. And look at how beautifully this sari drapes. So gorgeous, gorgeous Mysore silk sari in a very beautiful combination. So here is the first sari. It comes with a full brocade blouse piece. So it's a deep navy blue with a pink and red contrast. A lavender. Now these are brocade saris, full brocade, and look at this beautiful color combination. And because it's antique zari, it's not too loud, and the Mysore silk fabric keeps it very, very, very fluid. So take a look at this. This is the pallu. Here is the body design, and it comes with a booty border. So very unconventional, at the same time very pretty. Here is the sari. The next one is a green, a sea green. Look at this. Actually a sage green. It's a sage green, and this very gorgeous sari drapes like this. So here is the sari. Here is the sari. Here is the pallu. A black, because who doesn't like black? And the black sari drapes like this. So here is the sari, and look how gorgeous it is. The black color, the copper color antique zari against it, the fluidity, the pattern, and just everything coming together. So here is the sari, this is the pallu. Dusty pink this time. Look at this, a dusty pink, and this looks like this. So a dusty pink, and here is the pallu. A navy blue. So a beautiful navy blue. I think I'm in love with these saris. I mean, they look so, so, so nice. Look at the tone of the zari and how everything's come together. So here is a navy blue, and the sari looks like this. We're going to show you the printed silks on pure Kanjivaram silks like what I'm wearing. Now the one that I'm wearing, we have one more piece of it. There may be a slight variance, but I know we have one more piece of it. So look at this, very beautiful design. So this is your pink and mustard combination, and there is black and white against it. So a very gorgeous sari. Now, same concept, take a look at this. Your Kanchi Pat sari with your pallu, blouse piece, and this sari drapes like this. So it has the best of both. It's your silk sari, zari work, which keeps it traditional, and then the digital print on it gives it that contemporary touch. So here is your next sari and a lovely pallu. Now the next one is interesting because it's a Paithani style border. Take a look at this. Lovely color combination. Look at the tissue borders. Look at this pallu, and then this sari drapes like this. Look at this. And it comes with a contrasting blouse piece. So pallu, and look at this. Very different. It's not your run-of-the-mill sari. So very, very unique sari. And here is the pallu. Same concept against a Paithani frame, but oh, this is what I'm talking about. So exact same print. The only difference is this one has a Kanchi style border, and this one has your Paithani border. Which one do you like? So here is the sari, and here is the pallu. Let's take a look at this. Oh, actually, this is what I'm talking about. So same print, Same color combination, just like I said, we have one more and you can see what the sari looks like. And the next one is also a Paithani style pallu, and look at the print on it. So very, very pretty print. It's got your Munia design peacock motifs. This is the pallu, this is the blouse piece, and this sari drapes like this. I think it looks very, very gorgeous. Look at this, and very flowy, and it drapes like this. I'm going to show you 3 Kanchi Kalamkari saris, and then we have our handwork saris. Look at this purple. Look at this. You really have to admire it from one end of the sari to the other. This is the pallu. Look at this. Take a close look. So you see Krishna and very large murals. Very gorgeous sari, and this is the blouse piece, and this sari drapes like this. So very unique sari. I think the copper sulphate blue of Krishna against the purple and pink looks very enchanting. So here is the sari, and this is the pallu. I'm going to show you 2 more. The next one is a mustard. Look at this. And truly a piece of art from one end to the other. So 6 yards of gorgeous art. So look at this. Very, very pretty sari. Look at this with your peacock designs. And this sari drapes like this. So very pretty. It's actually 2 layers, so it's actually a lot more flowy. And it comes with a mehendi green contrast and mehendi green blouse piece. So here is your next sari. One more before we move on to our gadwals. Take a look at this. Look at this. This is your classic kalamkari on your kanchi, and wide border, short border, and very traditional colors. And here is the pallu. All right, so let's move on to our gadwals now. What is a trunk show without our kanchis and gadwals? So gadwals it is next. And then these are not all. We have thousands of kanjivarams and gadwals on our website. So if you go to shobitam.com/gadwals, you'll see our entire range. Very, very popular design, completely handloom. The finest gadwals, honestly. And take a look at this beautiful pallu. Look at the details. Very artistically done. 100% handloom saris, and this gorgeous gadwal sari drapes like this. So very wide border, and gadwals is all about grandeur. So here is a sari, and it comes with a brick red combination. So this is what it drapes like, and here is the blouse piece. Going to show you next one. This one is like a thistle color, a soft shade of pink mixed with a little bit of purple. So here is your next sari. Lovely silk, and the beauty of South silks is the starch that adds that little stiff texture to it. So here is a sari with your reticule borders, 2-line borders, and the pallu looks like this. Very, very interesting sari. Look at this. Gorgeous gadwal. So here is the sari, and this is what this particular sari drapes like. It's actually, even though it's starched, it's not stiff. I think the reticule borders add a lot of grandeur. So here is the sari, here is the pallu. Next one is your zari checks. Look at this, very minute zari checks. It's your podi kattam, or like powder thin checks, and a lovely reticule combination. Look at this, and the zari work is so subtle. It's got that shine without getting too loud. So here is your next sari. The pallu pictures and other details are in the link that's being posted. A methi color gadwal. Take a look at this, and look at this gorgeous, gorgeous sari in a lovely methi color. It's one of our most popular colors. Very subtle yet very standout. So here is the next sari. A dusty rose again, and your kanchi podikattam. Look at this, and this very, very pretty sari drapes like this. So here is your next sari. Now we're going to move on to something very interesting. We've not showcased these saris before. These saris are made in Rajasthan. They are your gota patti saris and your handwork saris. And this is what I am talking about. Look at this. Look at this. This is your Georgette sari, and look at the hand gota patti work. It's not machine stitched. All the gota patti that you see on the sari is secured by hand. So, and looks very magical. And look at this, completely hand-done sari. So it's got gota work on all the prominent parts of the sari, starting from the pallu, the top, and then it's got the gota work detailing on the skirt border. So very gorgeous sari from one end to the other. And then this is the blouse piece. So here is the blouse piece for this particular sari. So very, very pretty sari. Here, take a look. Here's your sari. A pista green. Look at this. Now that was your jal design. This is your buta design, completely made by hand. Look at this, completely made by hand. This is the design on the pallu, and look at this, very beautiful sari. And these saris are in. So here's your next one. And look at this. For this one, we designed our morpunk, and it's got handwork, motis, resham, completely done by hand. It's not machine work at all. And look at this. Beautiful color, handwork butas, and this sari drapes like this. So very charming, very minimal, yet that handmade element adds so much charm, so much character. So here's your next sari, and it's got work in the prominent parts of the sari. Now, because the saris are coming from Rajasthan, what is a sari? I mean, what is it without a gota patti sari? So on your kota doria. So this is your kota doria, and look at the gota patti work that's done by hand. So a leheria design, just like the sand in the desert. So that's what the leheria represents. And here is the gota patti work. So very, very pretty sari in a lovely Rani pink color. Let's take a look at the next one. It's actually very interesting. A bird's design. This is your deep brick red color, and look at this, how we've designed. Now if you want this in other colors, we can absolutely make it happen. If you want a different pattern, different color, all those are absolutely possible. So here's your next design, and it's got a thin kardana border, just one line, and look at how beautifully this fabric drapes. Here is the sari, very lightweight, very flowy, and a lovely color combination. Take a look again at the motif. So very beautiful dove design sari. All right, so we are done with the saris. I'm going to quickly showcase our jewelry. Like what I'm wearing, this is your Kemp black finish jewelry. And this is how, this one is an absolute bestseller. I have one myself and I know for sure. Look at this. So a beautiful crescent in the center, and look at the two peacocks on the side. So very beautiful sari. You can see a picture of me actually wearing it, so you'll get an idea of how charming this particular necklace is. And this is the black finish that I'm talking about. I also have this one, happens to be my favorite. Look at this. Very minimal. It's got a central padakam or pendant and then 2 little units on the side. The third one is exactly what I'm wearing, actually very similar. Look at this. Actually the same. Look at this. And here, take a look. Beautiful. And you can see exactly how it looks. So here is your next necklace. The next one is your very simple padakam design, very minimal, and look at the color of the stones. They're very translucent, a deep red color, green color, and the pearls are not your bright white, they look very natural. So here is your next one, and look at the very sturdy make of it. And then we have these jhumkas, and we also have these bangles. Look at this. You can buy them single or as a pair, and very beautiful bangles these are. I mean, I have one myself, and I'm in love with all the pieces that I own from this collection. This is your Kerala Elakatali. Look at this, with your Lakshmi Kasa design. Look at this. They actually reflect a lot of light as they move around. So here is your next one. If you're looking for something to go with it, look at this Lakshmi Kasa design. Earrings, really wide Chandbali design. And then this one is also a popular one. Look at this. Peacock design kada. You can open it. It will fit up to sizes 2.8 and very ornate one. Then we have this piece, your baju band. So I'm wearing a blouse with a baju band handwork on it, which is actually stitched on it. But if you want to wear one on your blouse or on your arm, here it is. So very gorgeous design, and I really like how this one is dangling. It is adjustable. So here, a lovely baju band. So these are the pieces that just got dropped today. Of course, there's only so much that we can showcase in our show. We have many, many more on this special page called shobitam.com/live. The special code that you can use for today to get a special discount is Rakhi. And we'll be back next week. And I really, really want to thank the team, because it's not easy doing trunk shows every week. They are the ones who actually make it happen. So huge shout out to the team. And on that note, it's me, Aparna, signing off. I'll see you all again next week. Until then.